Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Pilot, 64,
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yellow. How's the one?
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, one of the big questions in the lead-up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh, boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, pop back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta, and that was a 28-3 game, that lead that they gave up against New England. He wants to try and get a ring himself, so if at all possible, he will give it a go. Fortunately for San Francisco, he's part of a 3-man rotation at tailback that includes Matt Breida, who's a backup, and Raheem Mostert, who has just blazed through the playoffs.
You mentioned that game against New England. Of course, Kyle Shanahan was also with Atlanta. He wants to right that ship, too. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, that's good.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
You went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
Fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Watch the run. 10 6 right there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Kelce, the intended receiver there. Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on foot. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5. A big play there just before halftime. 78 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Lock, lock, lock.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. It's good.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Jumper. Shit.
61, matchbox lights.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 65.
Switch. Check safety.
21.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
That's what I do. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Check. He's crashed.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Let's go.
That's the way you make it spin. That's the way you make it spin, baby.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's forced out left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Slam.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
53's Mike. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Coleman now. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
11.
On 1st down, Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Like 20.
Tackles.
Garoppolo looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.